happy that I can do this interview with Oprah Winfrey and answer some of the questions that she has to ask. So you can ask me your first question, Oprah.
How do you know when you are on the right path? What belongs to you, or what husband belongs to you, or what job belongs to you?
Well, I mean, one of the things you discover in your life is purpose. Once you start connecting with your spirit and you start listening to your mind, body, and soul, once you start connecting with God and you start connecting with your spirit, you would discover that your mind will be connected to your soul and your body will just follow. And this is very important to understand, that once you are fulfilling each part of your body makeup, you would realize that you're discovering your purpose, and your purpose then will start living out in your life from day to day.
I have a lot of married friends. I've interviewed a lot of people over the years who are married, and everybody talks about how difficult, how, it's work, a relationship is work, it's work. What is the difference between betraying yourself and compromising?
Well, I mean, a lot of relationships, a lot of people commit themselves in a lot of relationships, and they don't know what relationship they want, and they don't know how to have a relationship with themselves first. And the first relationship you have to discover is loving yourself, having a relationship with yourself, and enjoying your own space, enjoying who you are, and just knowing that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are great. You are powerful. You are happy. Be happy with your toenails. Be happy with your eyelids. Be happy with every hair on your head. And just be balanced with yourself. Be connected with all three things, which is your mind, body, and soul, and knowing that yourself is loved. And once you've understood this, then you can learn to love somebody else the way that you can give yourself to them, and they would want to give yourself to you. That is what it's all about. And once you discover this, then you can also have a wonderful relationship with that person, and that's what it's about.
I want to be able to be connected to that seat of the self that is ultimately where God flows through.
Oh, yes.
The power of God flows through.
Yes.
How do we begin to make that happen for ourselves?
I think once we discover the power of God is once we start listening to our conscience, listening to that still person that's inside, that person that we are born with, that person that God has created us to be. Once we start listening to that voice in our head that speaks to us when we're sleeping, that person that we can hear that tells us within our spirit that, we have to know who we are and what we're supposed to do, then you can connect to God, because that's the important thing. And once God is connecting to you, you would then understand where you want to be.
What is your definition of God?
My definition of God is love. Love is God. That's my definition of God.
What is your personal prayer?
My personal prayer, I usually pray, is for protection. For me to have wisdom, that I make the right decisions. For me to listen to that inner peace and that voice that helps me to make and do the right things, and to also be able to empower people and to make a difference in people's lives, so that they can in return find and fulfill their purpose here on earth. That is my prayer that I will one day have a wife that would be able to love me, and I can love her the way that we can connect, and through me our relationship will be a reflection of a marriage that is of God, and that would incorporate others to want to have a connection with somebody else, whether you're husband and wife. And this is my personal prayer, that everyone would find more love and understand the power of love and what it's capable of doing.
The thing happens when we die.
When we die, our body, this shell, this this dust, this clay, it goes back to the clay, and our inner being, our soul goes back to God. And once our soul goes back to God, then in we find peace in there. We stay there until the time comes where our judge, great judge, our King and Lord, would then come to make a decision on where we will live our life. Because this is just a journey. This life that we're in is just a journey. This this time and space that we're in, the here and now, is just a part of a journey of where we're supposed to be. So once we start and discover to fulfill our purpose, we will then design where we want to go.
What do you know for sure?
I know for sure that God is real. I know for sure that God is powerful. I know for sure that I'm extraordinary. We're all born to be extraordinary people. We're born to be creators, and to be a creator not just of the here and now, but be a creator that we can leave a legacy behind, that others could see in us and see something about us that would want to be, in return, be a master designer that is coincide with the man and the creator who is God. So I know for sure this, that I am supposed to be extraordinary, and I know I am born to be great.
Tell me, what is the message that is most imperative for you at this stage in your life, that you most want people to know?
I think at this stage of my life, as I pursue a relationship and about to get committed in a marriage with my wife in a few months, to my fiance in a few months, and make her my wife, is right now I would want others to see that true love is real. I want others to see that true love is possible. I want others to see that love is the most powerful gift here on earth. And that is why I wrote my book called The Perfect Love Triangle, where others could be enlightened and opened to see that true love really does exist once you have the principles in your life. And love is not a feeling or emotion, but these are just how do you say this, just a way of expression of your love. These are just things that happen because of the principle of love, that you have learned to forgive, or learn to tolerate, or learn to bear, and learn to understand that love is everything that resolves this world.
What is the soul?
The soul is God. God is our soul. And for any man that connects with their soul would truly see God, because it's a reflection of who God is. He gives life, and with that soul we become alive. And that is why this is just a shell. Most of us are disconnected from our souls. We live for just the flesh. We live for just the body. We just live for our minds, getting educational, trying to be wise, thinking of new ways to make things. But our soul is our inner being of who we're really supposed to be. And as we use our soul to worship the man that is God, who is love, then, and once we form that connection with all three working in total balance, equilibrium that I believe in, we will then see the reflection of the power of the soul, which is the gift of love.
You know, in my magazine at the end of I was talking about what I know for sure. Yeah. What do you know for sure about marriage?
I know for sure about marriage is that marriage is a gift from God. It's a gift from God to every mankind. That's one thing I know for sure about marriage.
Where do you feel most at home or at peace?
I feel most at home in the company of nature, in the company of the animals, in the company of people that truly, sincerely love me, like my wife to be. And I'm truly at one with myself, at home, at peace, if you want to say, when I am in the company of love. And I think nature is just a reflection of God's power, which allows me to be in that place where I feel love and at one with myself. And obviously my wife to be, if she is there and where I am, she is, I feel in the company of love.
What do you know for sure?
I know for sure that God is love, and love is God.
I believe in.
I believe in love. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe that Jesus is God. I believe that this world will end. I believe that love is the most powerful gift that can change any man's mind or change any woman's mind from doing the worst thing to the best thing, and to be the extraordinary person that they're supposed to be.
Love is.
God. And God is love. And that's my message to everyone. We should understand that love is the most extraordinary, powerful gift that can incorporate us to become powerful beings and being at peace with our true self and who we are meant to be.
The person I most want to be proud of me is.
The person I want to be more proud of me is my parents, my mother and father. But most of all, if they're not proud of me and I can make God proud, I know that God is the first most person that I would want to make proud, living the way that God would want me to live, by sending his son. He sent Jesus as his son as an example for me to live like he wanted, and he showed me how to live. So I know my parents are Christian parents, so they accept Jesus. So living according to God's way and knowing that God is proud of me, that's more than the best thing or the best feeling I could ever have.
I'm ready to forgive.
Myself and everyone. Everybody.
I want my legacy to be.
I want my legacy to be extraordinary. I want it to be powerful, great, one that can change lives and change minds and empower people to be great and to be phenomenal because they were born to be.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you, Oprah. And thank you for giving me your time, because you are extraordinary and I believe that you are doing a great job. But it's important that we all connect with our true self. Our inner peace will come from God, which would allow us to understand true love, which would then teach us to have balance and put us in a place and a frame of mind where others that are lost in this world of life with no connection to their soul, to their minds and their bodies, and understand that love is the gift of life and love is life. Just watch. Thank you again, Oprah.